Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to finish up our series on modes, and we are going to take a look at the Locrian mode. We've already covered all the first six. The Locrian mode is the seventh and final mode of the major scale, the seventh position of the major scale, and so it starts on the B note, right there. So if you're starting there, your major scale, so you're going to start it here, and you're going to do your major scale from there. And it's a very weird scale progression because it's not one we normally use. It's used a lot in jazz music, and it's a lot like the Phrygian mode. Phrygian mode's very minor feeling, so the Locrian mode is also very minor, but it's like minor, but it's got a diminished feel to it because it has a flat fifth note in it. So if you look at this, it's got your opening note, then it's got a flat second, it's got a flat third, it's got a dominant fourth, flat fifth, flat sixth, flat seventh, and then your octave. Okay, so let's go over that again. There's a lot to remember there. There's your root note, your dominant first note, flat second, flat third, dominant fourth, flat fifth, flat sixth, flat seventh, octave. So and so it has that minor feel to it, just like the Phrygian, but it has a diminished feel to it, and that's why jazz music uses it a lot. So in that opening riff that I was doing there, I got to tell you, even putting together those chords, that was tricky because you got to figure out, okay, what chords do I want to use to play underneath to get the mode to sound the way you want it to. So I started with C because I didn't want to start with a diminished chord. That would sound weird. But you got C to G to this B minor diminished fifth. I play it like this. You can play it like this too, where it's two here, two here. But for me, it's just a lot easier to bar this right here and to put these two here. Back to G7. G7 on top of that diminished fifth chord right there. Gives it that Locrian feel. Back to C, to C7, to F, to that, back to that diminished chord again. G7, back up to C. Very jazz, very classical kind of a feel to it, with a little bit of a jazz interlay in it. But yeah, then you play the notes over the top of it. A lot of fusion music uses this too. So let's play through those chords again, and I'll show you how to overlay some notes on top of these very complex chords. Okay, and you'll hear the diminished feel to it, and you'll also hear this is a very key signature of Locrian mode is this diminished, dissonant kind of a sound, especially when you hit like a C major chord, but you're playing the diminished note over it. You'll have this feeling inside of you, like, no, please resolve, and that's this whole idea. It does resolve, but it creates that tension, and that's the Locrian mode is all about the feeling of that tension. Okay, so listen for that tension. So that's Locrian mode. Check it out. Try it. It's going to challenge you as a guitar player, especially in your chord voicings, to play some stuff that maybe you wouldn't normally play. And I think it'll be a good challenge, but it'll also be a lot of fun once you get it down to be able to play on top of it. And it's a little party trick to impress your friends when you're playing this kind of stuff. They're like, "Whoa, that sounds complicated, and that sounds like, you know, like you're composing some kind of an orchestral thing," and you're like, "Nah, I'm just playing Locrian mode." All right, that's been the modes. Go check them all out again, practice them, get to know them, and use them in all your different kind of music. And what I think would be really cool is try to figure out how to use different kind of modes during chord progressions to try to spice up your guitar playing. All right, thanks for watching.